Hey, my friends, Jessie, your beauty bestie here. Hey, I wanted to show you Mary Kay is set to launch their winter 2025 this month in November. And I have some of the products early and I want to show them to you and kind of explain what they are, how they work. I want to start with my most favorite one first, which is a skincare item. And this is the brand new Clinical Solutions Barrier Restore 113. So, who is this for? This is for anyone like me that has sensitive skin. Maybe you have a lot of redness in your skin. Maybe you're someone with drier skin. So, we all have something called a skin barrier. Okay. And you can think about your skin barrier as like a little brick fortress for your face. Okay. And what this skin barrier does is it protects you from things like sun, pollution, free radicals. Over time, with age, the skin barrier starts to kind of get some holes in it, starts to not be as strong. There are also things that can impact our skin barrier, like overusing products, so over exfoliating. Maybe you're mixing and matching brands and you don't know what the chemical base is, and somehow compromising the skin barrier for that. You'll know your skin barrier is compromised when you're seeing a lot of redness, you're seeing a lot of sensitivity, you're seeing a lot of dryness. And for me, actually, I was seeing a lot of acne on my skin. My skin was just really irritated. It was not happy with me. And here comes our little barrier restore. So think about this as like a really great masonry crew that's coming in and they're just patching up the holes in the barrier so we can protect our skin. Skin barrier is also responsible for holding the moisture into our skin. And so when I think about anti-aging, I think about raisins and I also think about grapes. And I know that I don't want to have raisiny skin. I want to have as grapey skin as I can for as long as I can. And kind of like the curse of dry skin is we are people that kind of tend to look like we're aging a little more quickly because our skin is dry. We're getting a little more raisiny, right? You think about people with oily skin, and yes, that's also a struggle, but maybe like the blessing in the oily skin is a lot of times people with oily skin stay looking younger a little longer because they have a little more of that moisture. So this is going to get that moisture back into our skin. It's also going to help with any redness or irritation that we might be experiencing. 1 to 1 to 3. What does that mean? So that means that this product is 1 part fatty acid, okay, 1 part ceramide, and 3 parts cholesterol. Which when I heard that, I was like, what? So I was like, I got to learn some more. So what in the world does fatty acid do? Fatty acid is essential for maintaining skin's moisture barrier and preventing the water loss. This is going to help kind of add that moisture back to the skin. The ceramide is important because ceramide is what helps to rebuild and protect the skin barrier. And the skin barrier is what's protecting us from those environmental stressors, right? And then the cholesterol is going to help strengthen the skin barrier and improve its ability to retain the moisture. So it's just like a really awesome product. I got this about a month ago. I've used it twice a day ever since I've gotten it. As someone with rosacea, I have a lot of redness on my face. My face is looking less red than ever before. I'm using about 2 to 3 pumps. It kind of depends on you, what you think you need. When we're thinking of order of operation for skincare, I found this really great chart. This is cool. If you want someone to send you a copy of this, reach out. Be happy to send that to you. But here's the thing. We always want to go thinnest to thickest. And so for me, I'm like, she's got fatty acid and cholesterol. She's thick, right? So she's going to go on last, right before moisturizer. So moisturizer, when I think of like my skincare and I think of adding in all my serums and all these fun things, I think about painting my fingernails. Okay. And I think of like the cleanser is kind of like that prep step that you put on your nails that helps hold the polish on, right? And then when we come in, we have like color, we have like sparkles, we have like little ornate designs. Those are all of your serums, right? And then you come in with the moisturizer, and that's like that top coat that really seals the deal. So this will be the very last product you apply before your top coat moisturizer. Sunscreen is always going to go on the outside of moisturizer just so that you can get a better effect with the protection from the SPF. But that's how that works. So if you're like a retinol user, you would use your retinol, wait, for that to sink in the skin. I like to wait about 10 minutes, then apply this then your moisturizer. So I hope that helps. This is a phenomenal product for anyone that's getting a little bit older and wants to add the moisture back to their skin, or anyone with redness, irritation. Anytime someone tells me they have sensitive skin, I know that skin is pretty dry, right? Because the two go hand in hand. So that's my thoughts about this. It's awesome. It retails for $43, which is just a really great price point. Mary Kay is also launching 5 new eye colors. So if you've tried the liquid eyeshadow before, these are replacing the liquid eyeshadow, and these are eyeshadow sticks. So I would say the liquid eyeshadow is easy to apply. Forever, I was not someone that liked liquid eyeshadow because I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to crease. You can see I have pretty hooded eyes. In the past, when I had tried any kind of liquid eyeshadow, halfway through the day, it'd all be like wedged into my crease. It was not a good look. Mary Kay's liquid eyeshadow, however, really surprised me because it wore all day long. These, I'm happy to say, wear all day long with no creasing. What's different about these? We have some different colors, a little more new, updated, more on trend colors. Obviously, the trend of makeup is moving towards that kind of more natural, kind of glowy, shimmery, dewy look. And that's what these absolutely deliver for us. I would say the colors are very on trend as well, with the more kind of natural, earthy tone kind of colors. These are very versatile. So you can apply these and then blend with your finger. You can apply these and then blend with one of the really nice brushes that Mary Kay has. All of Mary Kay's brushes are synthetic hair. Why that is important is because natural hair is porous, meaning natural hair can become brittle and break like our own hair, right? Natural hair also absorbs product. The synthetic is going to be less prone to like that breakage because it's not real hair, but it also isn't going to absorb as much product, which means that synthetic brushes are going to be great for use of like a cream or a powder. So multi-use brushes, which is really cool. Now, these can be used with powder and then also with the liquid as well. A little hot tip is last quarter, Mary Kay launched a new concealer. I love it. I'm wearing it today. I'm also wearing the new under eye corrector, but hot tip, concealer makes amazing eye primer. And so I use Light 2 and I put just a really thin layer. I use a liquid eyeshadow brush to apply it, but just a really thin layer all over my lid before I apply my shadows. I've worn these both ways. Today, I'm just going to wear them all plain on my eye. But yesterday I was actually wearing one of these looks with the powdered shadow, and then I came in on top with these. So why are these special? First of all, they're a very bold color look. They glide on seamlessly. They don't crease. Like I said, they wear all day. They're angled for ease of application. They are designed to be just applied directly, and you don't need to blend them unless that's something you want to do. So these are going to be great for anyone that's like a beginner moving into eye makeup, and for someone who's more advanced and wants to really get in there and blend and create a whole new look. So we have 5 different colors. Let's swatch them out. Copper Nova, which I am wearing today. Just a really beautiful, I love how silky and smooth these are, but really beautiful, warm color. The shimmer is unreal. I love the shimmer on these. I'll also come in and I'll show you the gold, which I'm also wearing. I'm wearing Golden Sunrise. So here's your Golden Sunrise, and I'll swatch that for you as well. And this is a great color for anyone who's kind of like maybe a little more timid with the eyeshadow and you just want a little shimmer. So what I did, y'all, is I put the gold all over my lid, okay? And then I came in with the copper. And with the copper, I love that these are angled because you can really get in here. When we're thinking about eye makeup, y'all, the biggest mistake that people make is they pull their eyeshadow out straight. When we pull the eyeshadow out straight, it makes our eyes kind of droop down. So if you look at your eye, you'll see that natural flow of the eye is up, right? So if you can find kind of where that natural progression of that lower lid connects, it's right here. Not down. Down's going to make our face look droopy. We want to make our face look a little more elongated and lifted. Another way that you can really help clean up that look is by taking the concealer, which I have done here, putting a little here and a little here, blending down and then blending up to help draw the eye up. So y'all, I went to school for interior design, and I took a lot of art classes when I was in college. And what I learned about art is that you want to draw the eye up and through when it comes to paintings. And I think of my face as kind of like a painting, right? I want to draw the eye up and through. And so that's what we kind of did here. So I took the copper, y'all, and you can see that I hit right where that line of where the eye goes up. and I blended it in a little bit with the copper. And this is just a really nice, simple look that anyone could achieve. I'm not wearing any eyeliner. I do have a hooded eye. When I do wear eyeliner, I do look a tight line. But I think that this look looks really great with or without eyeliner. So that's the copper and the gold. There is a pink. This is called Pink Prisms. It's more of like a mauve pink. It's pretty close to actually the Sherpa that I'm wearing right now. So let me show you that. Very beautiful, warm, that nice shimmer behind it. We do have some more adventurous colors for those of us that are a little more brave when it comes to our makeup. Radiant Bronze. So when I first got this in the mail, Radiant Bronze is the first color I wore. Just beautiful. Look at all those colors together too. These can all be blended and worn together. And then really like being bold and getting out here, we have this very beautiful Midnight Galaxy. Now the Midnight Galaxy is kind of like a coal, but I see a little undertone of purple in there myself. It's very beautiful. So you can just see how smooth these are to apply. Before they dry, you're able to blend them. This one's already dried, so you can see she's going to wear all day. Last night I swatched this on my hand, and 2 hours later it looked exactly like this. So it has the staying power. And so these are going to retail for $20. Speaking of staying power, if you remember, gosh, back this spring, Mary Kay launched a new mascara called Great Heights Mascara. And it is in a pink tube like this. Part 2 is waterproof. So we now have a waterproof Great Heights mascara. Great Heights mascara replaces the Lash Love. And Great Heights is to add length. So something I always ask people when they want a mascara is, what do you want to get out of your mascara? So if you're more of like a volume person, you're going to be looking more at like the Ultimate, which was a fan favorite forever. It was a fan favorite of mine. I've been wearing Ultimate mascara on and off since I was 19 years old. So we know it's good. We know we like it. Hypoallergenic. All the products are hypoallergenic, safe for sensitive skin, non-comedogenic. I'm wearing the Great Heights on my eyes right now, the waterproof. What it is that really does this is not only the formula, but the wand. And so in the regular Great Heights, it's designed to wear for 12 hours without any kind of flaking, smudging. It stays on. What's really cool about the Great Heights line, y'all, panthenol. So panthenol is vitamin B5, and panthenol helps to strengthen and condition the lashes. And so I have autoimmune disease. And as someone with autoimmune disease, I experience a lot of breakage with my hair, especially up around my face. I get like these little baby wispy hairs. My hair just likes to break and fall out. Because of that, my eyelashes have always been very, very short and stubby. I've been using nothing but Great Heights since it came out last spring. I did not curl my eyelashes today. I am just wearing it. And I know a lot of people have longer eyelashes, but for me, this is really, really long. So I would say she works, which is really cool. Now, the waterproof was designed for you to wear during like an intense workout, if that's something you want to do, and it's going to keep it on. This is going to be great for people that sometimes have a little bit more of like an oily eyelid. These shimmers are great for it too, but it's going to help that mascara stay on all day. Another tip too is you can marry your mascaras. So maybe you really like the Ultimate, but you also want a little length. So hit some volume and then come in with a little length at the end. You can always just kind of seal your mascara with a little waterproof at the end. That's an option too. But the Great Heights is phenomenal. It retails for $18. So what I will say is it's a smaller launch. There's not as many products. They are all regular line, but I would say this is a mighty launch because this is everything you need to really have that beautiful, glowy, healthy looking skin and glowy, healthy looking look coming into the winter and holiday season. So hope that's helpful. If you get your hands on this, tell me which one you love the most. Tell me in the comments, what are you most excited about? Which one do you want to try? If you've tried it, what did you love best? Let's talk about it. Tell me all your thoughts. Thanks for spending time with me today. I hope y'all are having a fabulous day. Until next time.